I'm sick, so you're gonna have
Yeah,
to bear with
Magenta
me.
is sick.
And let me see
Uh,
if my mic is
let me
okay.
change the
Oh,
title.
it's probably better now.
Jesus.
Is it
Yeah,
better?
yeah, it is.
Okay. It was very low. That's why. The sensibility. I mean.
Okay, so we are finishing writing today, and we're gonna do the stuff similar to what Magenta did by himself, just for fun. So how do we start, Magenta? Where do we start?
So let's alter. I think the quickest way for us to do this is to alter this function here on the file system. The one that actually writes, right?
Mm-hmm.
So uh, since right now the things are uh, one mono-threaded, right? Not that well, we can support certainly multi-threaded, but for simplicity, we're just uh, diminishing the scope, right? I think we can safely do the alteration without worrying about the multi-threaded access, right? So let's just pass here alongside with the write. We're gonna pass the files. By the way, where's the hash table?
It is here. Lines 109.
What I don't like of using these types is that they are breaking. So I thought of like adding a like a type alias, right? So at least it goes away.
That's
But
cool. We can do that.
yeah, but it needs to be on the top level, which is the problem.
That's a problem, yes.
Let's just copy for now. So it's gonna be man, this is so nasty. Because think of this. Uh, if we go to the file system and add the hash here, what's the problem? Oops, like this.
If
What
we
is
add,
hash? What
yeah,
is
what is
hashable
hash?
hash? So you need to. Oh, actually, we do pass it here.
Yeah, but we only pass this. We don't know what is a hashable at,
Well,
at this level. The bookkeeper knows because it is receiving that.
just this, right?
Yeah,
So anything that is a hash. Okay,
yeah.
so we probably have to constrain that further, but so far let's just go with this. So you need to pass this guy and also the locations, right? So as I
I'm gonna
was
be so
talking
fucking
about,
confused. Can we just do this and then equals that?
we can, yeah. One thing
I don't
here.
remember. There is comma here. I don't
What do you
remember at
mean?
all. No, there
For
isn't.
what?
No, no, no.
Uh,
Forget about it. There isn't.
wait. Just a sec. Uh, for what? Sorry, Lemons, I didn't.
No, just to define the type. I saw it here. You don't need a comma or any delimiter here, so it's fine.
Oh yeah. So this is the. If you want to do both, so this is gonna be the. Uh, well, it's kind of. It's like a files hash. File table. Let's call it file table. And then we put another, which is the. Uh, what's the name of the locations table?
Locations table.
Locations table.
Yeah, but as far as I remember that about what you explained, this is not a hash. This should be a list of hashes.
Yeah. So change it. Uh, but this guy also should be a list of locations, but well, locations don't exist,
But we
right?
can copy. They are here.
Well, but we need to pass it as a functor as well, which is part of the pain.
It
It's
is
just
part of
part
the
of the
pain.
experience, Lemus. Just accept it. Mhm. Yeah. Uh. Oh, the location is just this.
Yeah,
Oh, so then we don't need a module, right, for it.
yeah, I think it's fine
I thought we had made a module for this. That would
for
be
the
painful.
location. No.
So just put it here. And we can even remove this too.
I think we should also
Just
have.
make it simpler.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So that's it. And then what we're gonna do is put these guys here. Files table and locations table.
When
Perfect.
like funny thing,
Uh-huh.
it's very hard to select with the mouse stuff when somebody else is increasing the line.
All right.
That's hard.
Yeah, might be a problem. Uh, let me just minimize this thing here that's annoying me. There.
Sure.
Okay, so next step. Uh, it will be much slimmer than the code I wrote in C++, but we should pick here the content, which is already bytes, the file name. Another thing, optionally, uh, hash true replace following my design, right? It would be a string. Well, actually, right, it should be a hash dot hash option.
Option. So then it's to me it's obvious that we should start with a case.
Well, let me see. Yeah, I think so.
And
Yeah.
that's not how you do that. So if you have
Another
none,
thing we need to do. Oh man, let me do this. What is the garbaggio? Here, garbaggio. Do you like my language, Linus? I hope you do.
uh, where is the raise error nonsense? Oh here.
Let me put
Okay.
more to
Hash
this.
to replace is yet not
It's gonna be ugly,
implemented.
but we can probably assign this to something and then just use this signature.
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh, so you
well,
want everything? The contents, the hash.
yeah, we want particularly the like the guy that we need actually is the hash content, but since we're already have most of it anyway, let's just put it here. Uh, we can trim later what we don't need. So okay, we need to generate first the hash of the content using this guy hash content. Once we have that hash, so let me write steps here just so I can.
I think steps will be good.
Let me just put it here so I can eat my soup. I'm tired of soup already. Uh, okay, if share compute hash out of the content, check if hash is empty. If empty, then so if the hash is empty, then we're gonna append
Mhm.
right to the disk, getting
Wait. The content
the
is already hashed, no?
no.
Okay. So I'm gonna start doing that.
That's like the SHA of the content. Uh, uh, if empty,
Mm,
size and offset,
here's the thing.
size written,
I don't remember the syntax again, man. But I think it's
append
supposed to be this.
to a disk file.
And I need to put a vol. I always forget that as well. And then in. Uh,
Uh,
oh, we have a problem.
what?
So you see that the hash content function on line 83, it picks a content and returns the hash.
Yeah.
We don't know beforehand the type of the hash, so I think we need to have a function called isHashEmpty in the signature.
Well, we should add a constant in the in the hashable in the structure to have an empty, a
That
neutral
works as well.
element of this hash.
What is
I
better
mean,
in
man,
terms of
I
SML?
don't think we should. So I'm kind of thinking of this structure, and I think we should actually do something like hard coded. Like I don't see us using something other than like SHA 256, and if we want to change it, we better change everything, right?
No, but
Trying
we're
to
not
do
doing
this
that.
generic,
Our hash function right now is to convert the things from an int. We
I
did
don't
it
know.
in a
The signature
structure.
is kind of garbage, to be very honest.
No, but this it's garbage because we are just copy pasting it. We should make this a proper signature, so it should be just like a name.
Well, I mean, the type signature, these things here, I'm not sure. I'm not sure about them. But anyway, let's discuss that later.
I have a
The
question.
Sure.
Go on.
What does it mean for a hash to be empty?
It's the neutral element, right?
Yeah,
So it's
it's
the
the
hash of like if it's integers, it's the hash of zero. If it's a
Oh,
hash of empty
I see.
strings,
You
it's
would
the hash
check
of
if
that.
you would check then the hash of the empty file then.
Exactly.
yeah
Yes.
I see. Okay, carry on.
monoidal approach.
Uh, which in SHA it's like a fixed value, right? It's like E3. Well, it's still hashing, but it's just a value everybody
The
knows.
reason we did it in a structure magate is because then we can mock with whatever nonsense we want and then swap to SHA easily later.
But we can just hard code the function, right? So that was still a little bit weird.
Why not Blake 2B?
What? Sorry.
Blake 2B, it's a hashing algorithm.
No.
Sure.
Copy. Oh, append to the
There's SHA-3
early.
as well. That's an interesting option.
Yeah, the only things that we need to care if these things in that we are proposing they have C implementation, so then we can make bindings in SML.
And append to the.
Yeah, by the way, the problem of making the hash algorithm hard-coded is that the algorithm will eventually be broken, right? At some point. Which means inevitably it will need to be replaced.
I think we should just make a signature of this, man, and that's it, and just use it. And maybe these functions are we don't need anymore, like what this one. I don't know what is the purpose of that, but I think at least hash encoding a hash, the empty or neutral element, and the how to hash a content. I think we should have that.
Let me write on the same line. So then, uh,
Well, assuming that we're gonna do that, I don't see why not. So val a neutral hash. This will be and the neutral hash that you're proposing, Mageta, is still a hash, right? But it's the hash of zero or whatever, right?
yeah,
Okay, so this is a hash.
it's hash identity file, right? Basically, in our scope, it's that
Hash to
because we're
I
hashing
just
files,
just
file
posted
data.
a relevance link to the Canteen channel here.
cool.
Let me
Multi
just finish writing this so I can get my soup.
I don't
Index
remember how to
I
do compares
equals to
again.
how to do what?
Comparisons is equals or whatever.
Equal. There's no equal equal.
Okay, so this will be hash.
So index of
I have a question. Is this if and else nested on this if?
yeah, it's from this if. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just bad rewrite.
If empty, then append. Oh, it's written here. Sorry. If empty, then append to the disk to a disk file, getting the offset and the size written. Do we get the offset and size written from the location?
Wait just a sec. In the copy, copy. I need to explain what is n, right? Uh,
No, no, not and. I want to
no,
know
no,
the.
what n, like n.
Oh, this end.
The
Okay, I see.
end, yes. We already wrote create new location entry with size written. The size written. Ah, size written and offset, and it linked to the new computed hash to the locations table. Call it a day. That's it. Well,
No, that's
return the location added, just to make it easier for us. Right?
I don't know, but I
What's
like
the
it.
question?
Nah.
Say it again.
So the question is the following. The question is the following. I started actually. Let's go here down here where the code is already in place. So the first thing that I did is to do the pattern matching on the hash to replace. Okay,
Hmm.
and I'm assuming this procedure here we do in the case that we do not have to replace anything.
No, actually, this is both. This is accounting for both.
Okay, no problem. Uh,
This check if hash true replace is empty is none in our case.
oh, so then I'm already doing
In
it
our case, we
correctly.
don't need a neutral. It can be none.
We don't need a neutral.
Yeah, we can use the optionals, right?
Ah, I see. Okay, but then I'm already doing that.
Oh, either way, oh, we will still have to open the file. Let me write on the open, real quick, because we need to do something first on the open. Uh, uh, create a storage file if none exists. Uh, what's the next thing? Allocate a file name in a new entry in the files table with an empty with a initial empty commit between quotes. Right? Go on.
No, that's fine. Um, I have a question. What do you mean by saying create a storage file? See if
Like
this file name already exists?
so, I was thinking the way I'm doing is that I write everything from on the temp canteen storage, everything appending on that file.
That's fine, but you have to check if that exists first, right?
This file name is yeah. So here's the thing: this file name is not this.
Yeah, the file name is
This file
appended
name
to
is the
this.
virtual one, right? So
Oh, it's the
this is the
virtual.
user. Yeah, this is the user file name. So we are creating on our virtual file system a file for the user. They don't know the file doesn't actually exist, right? Well, I mean it does, but it's just a structure, right?
Wait a moment. So what is the fopen function should be doing then, if this is a
Uh,
virtual file?
well, in the future, we should send a descriptor to the user to do stuff with it or ignore it, right? Or don't send anything at all. But two things we should do definitely is prepare the directory to write if we need to, and to allocate the new structure for the thing. Let me show you what I do on C. I think it will be easier. So what I do on C is this. Ah, here. I'll put. Do you think it would work if I put the code here? There we go.
Okay,
This.
so I have a comment. I'm starting to think that in here allocate file name in a new entry in the files table. Uh, wait, something is really wrong. You commented
Oh, I know, I
everything.
know, I know. Stop moving, stop moving. I'm following you. It's the C, man, because the C has a. You see here? This ends a
Oh,
comment. Ah,
that's bad.
uh, is there anything else? What the heck?
Yeah, but I noticed that we're gonna have to do a thing.
But anyway, I'll send the link. Let me send the link of the thing.
And we're gonna return a tuple, which is the new files table updated.
Right. Notes to self. Um, comments, rather MSML comments don't play well with pointer casts in C.
Yeah,
Tell me about it.
definitely not.
Tell me about it. And then we need to send whatever the descriptor of this is. What is the return type
Okay,
of
the code is old because I didn't fix the thing. But you can look at the code implementation here. It's still broken, but just take a look there. I pasted here. Man, I have to go lunch. Dinner actually, not lunch. I'll be back in like 15 minutes. So
That's
just
fine.
try to do the steps. I think that's clear enough.
Sure.
I'll be right
Uh,
back.
Marinho, do you agree? Um, I don't know if this is possible, but I kind of want to put this on over the top of everybody, like in here, for now, because otherwise I'm
Mm,
gonna have to make a functor again. So do you agree, Marinho, that I'm gonna have to do things like this? Because what Magetta wants is to create a storage file if none exists, which is basically to create this, right? Marinho?
right, because we need to check that we do actually have backing physical storage to back the thing that the
Yeah,
user may wants to write.
exactly. And then what we're gonna do is to allocate the file name in a new entry in the file table with the initial empty commit, and then we need to return that. So I'm proposing to receive the files, the file table, and because it's everything immutable, we're gonna just return the new one. Do you agree on that? And this is not how you do that. This is how you do that.
Uh, sure, sure.
There's another
I mean,
problem, which is that this doesn't know what is supposed to be a. Oh, it does actually. This is supposed to be hash dot hash. Go on.
I'm thinking here because fopen opens a file for writing, right?
I think it just opens a file. We don't know what the user is gonna do with that.
Oh, it just opens right because it's at open, it's not at write. Although, right, if you just want to read the file, it takes a file name, takes the files, it should turn the descriptor in a files table.
The new one. This is the one after you do this. Or not, because maybe the entry already exists.
Right, that's basically to not have to do a side effect. What
Exactly.
actually returns is the hash descriptor of the file that you opened. Yeah, that makes sense actually. Go ahead.
Okay. Okay, so the first thing that we need to do is to discover how the heck to check if a file exists, which I have absolutely no idea how to do. And I don't remember at all how we did it.
Well, first you have to look at the files table, see if there's an entry with that name.
No, the
If
first thing
there
we need to do
is,
is to check if the storage file exists.
oh, the storage file, right?
Yeah. And after that, we're gonna
Well,
check the existence of the file name in the table, in the lookup, doing a lookup.
for the storage file, the name is just a constant, isn't it?
No, the name is, but we need to discover how to do a lookup in the file system, which I have no idea how to do.
Doesn't SML have the stat system call or something that
We
calls
have
down to it?
bin.io, man. That's what I know. We have bin.io. So what
Oh
can we
boy.
do with that? If bin.io. Okay, so it doesn't have. So let's go to the best documentation available according to Marinho and Zuzi. Uh, you said stat? I don't think that's gonna be the one. Marinho, are you there? Hello? Hello?
But
I'm here.
I'm
Hello?
here.
Oh, okay, now you're back, Marinho.
Yeah, I think it wasn't that my phone wasn't picking up my voice for some reason. Yeah, stats is the name of the system call that tells you metadata about a file, if I recall correctly.
Okay, so what are the chances that you're gonna find that implemented? Where
I don't
would that
know.
be? IO?
Probably.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you are talking to the operating system, so probably.
So let's check. That's not at all what we want. This is sort of buffering. Okay, interesting to know.
See if there's. Okay. Yeah, no, there isn't.
Let's check the
Man,
bin.io again.
it would be so handy if there was a file called file system or operations related to file system manipulation. That would be so nice.
No, but there is. It's called bin.io. We did this already, remember? Look.
In IO. Yeah, let's try looking inside of that. Maybe there's something there besides just the things
Yeah,
that we are
so I
already
would
using.
like to search for can. Because LSP is telling me that there is a function called can input. But I'm very suspicious if there will be a function saying, yeah, this file exists, no problem. I'm
I
very
mean,
suspicious of that.
theoretically, if you can add inputs to a file, that should imply that the file already exists, no?
But that's kind of janky, don't you think?
I do.
It's like top jinx.
That's like, okay, we really want to check B, but instead we're going to check A because A implies B.
Yeah, pretty much. But that without a comment would be like horrendous to remember.
That's assuming that can input does what we think it does, which it may not actually.
Check if a function is defined. SML check two items are in the same if. A bunch of Microsoft stuff for some reason. Yeah, I think we are pretty much out of luck. We need to discover this by ourselves. So, which one of these files you think it is?
That's the polyml repo, right?
Yeah, this is Poli's repo. Like, and I really miss Hugo, man. Like, that's one of the things that I really miss.
Uh, that's in the basics. Let's see. You know what would be really handy?
What?
It would be very nice if the comments at the beginning of the file told us what the file is supposed to do instead of having a license text.
That's fair. Uh, what's supposed to be a final polyml? Final. And this is talking about hash tables. Why the name of this is final polyml? What?
I don't know.
Uh,
Map to IO, file descriptor.
there's also polyml documentation. which does have some stuff. Usually not useful, but it does.
Oh, there's an OS module.
That's handy. Let's go to
Now
OS.
that's more likely open dir, read dir, rewind, close, ph, that's probably change,
OS.
make, remove, is directory, is link, mod time, and file size.
If the file size is 0, that's kind of less jank. Are you okay with that?
What if we just started the system and there's nothing in the file, but it is there?
Um, is that possible to just in our algorithm to just create the file and not write anything in it? Are you sure?
I'm not, but precisely because I'm not, I'm worrying about this possible corner case. Let's process, IO, this error, do all, volume,
Man, I'm really tempted to just do the file size equals 0. Gotta be honest.
mhm.
I think that's an okay draft for now. I know we say that a lot, but I really mean it. I really do mean it. Uh, yeah, here. We already used this once. I think it's
File
pretty much
size.
safe to say to just do use file size in the first. This will only be the case at using in the first time, I believe. But Marietta will tell us otherwise anyway. File name. Oh, actually no, that's not the file. We want to check the temp stuff. So it's temp
I mean,
canteen.
pragmatically, from our perspective, is there any difference between the file not existing and the file being empty? Like, do we actually care about that distinction?
I think yes, because if it doesn't exist, the writing operations will fail miserably because they will assume the file of the storage exists. Now we need to open a file. Now we do need to open a file. That's not the one. We already crossed past one. Yeah, I think it's this thing. Open in. So we're gonna do something like binio open in and then that. So actually I think we should put that in a real storage path and do like let vol real storage path, and that is it, and then we just do that. So we're gonna open the real storage path, and then we're gonna just close it immediately. And that, no, not that. It is there. And then else, actually else you're gonna do nothing, right? So just unit.
Yeah, if the file already exists, we can just proceed, I guess.
Yeah, but that's kind of weird. That is actually a little bit weird.
Yes, but that's just checking if the real file exists. Then we need to check if the virtual file that the user actually wants exists inside of that,
Instead of what?
inside of the virtual file. Although
Yeah.
I guess the files table is supposed to tell us that, right?
Yeah, but Magetta wrote this in a very imperative way. We have to do two ifs. Like he imagined doing like two ifs, I think. But ifs are expressions here, so I think we should actually do something like check
I'm
file.
back.
Welcome back.
And I'm okay. What are you guys doing?
That was so
Okay.
unexpected. We were suffering trying to discover a way to check if a file exists in the system.
Okay.
We didn't
Uh,
find one, so Lemos is cheating. He's checking if the file size is 0.
yeah,
Um,
yeah.
I think there was a thing to say if the file exists or not, wasn't there?
Which module, please?
This one.
Which one? Binario?
PolyML basis. Poly. They like polydemos.
I wished. Uh,
You
man, there
don't.
there
I
are
know
some
you don't.
there are some crazy nonsense. Look at my screen. There is a module called Final PolyML. What do you think this is?
Uh, I don't know actually.
It is a module that talks about mutexes. What?
Doesn't that make sense to you?
No,
It
not
doesn't
at
to me
all.
as well. Oh, the file system is in there. The oh no, they use the file. What the heck, Polly?
What the heck is CPP?
Well, it's either C++ or the C preprocessor.
Wait, what's the thing?
No, there is some CPP nonsense up here somewhere. Where? Here. CP line length, CP. Man, is
Oh, it's
this?
just
Oh, there's
CP, it's not
probably
CPP.
No, it is
yeah,
here.
they're probably getting stuff from
No,
I
the
don't know
second
actually.
P is from print.
Oh,
It's not part of.
Compiler, I don't know. Uh,
Yeah, line number,
man,
error
man.
message.
I
That
think this
sounds
is
like
part. I think this is part of the
this.
compiler.
Yeah, probably.
What
Let me
the?
see. There we go. I think I found it. It's on the OS
We
on the
already read
basis.
that.
Have you?
Which function it is?
Path. So path has a thing to generate the path on operating system independent. Uh, oh, there's a from string to string, split dir. Man, I remember like doing some check to assure. Search for assure on our code. Yeah, there. So it raises an exception if the directory doesn't exist. I suppose that's the same for the.
That's checking the directory, not the file.
Yeah, but I think it's the same, isn't it?
Oh, so that's how you did it. We can try.
Let's see. Do I have completion on this Garbaggio?
I
I think
have.
I do.
And there's another problem.
Thanks.
This
Are
function
you
that you
Italian?
need, This function that you made should not be in here. It should be in the utilities because now we're going to use more than once.
Uh, oh, guess what? There is nothing to check if the file actually exists. But I think if you open the file and it explodes, then yes, it doesn't exist.
Oh, but then we're going to have to catch an exception. Is that what your proposal?
Yes.
Ah.
I think it is following the Python philosophy that exceptional cases are not exceptional enough to break the rules.
Oh man.
You gotta think that exceptions here, they are like algebraic values. They're not really the exceptions. They explode, right? I mean, they halt the code. They have that power. But they are that secret that gets shared between two functions, right? So you need to capture whenever you want. In our case, we want it now, so we make a function and then catch it. You see?
I see. I see.
So we want to see if the file exists, right? So let's do that. Assure file exists. We pass the file name, which is a stringeru. Then we open the thing, and then we're gonna do the following here. Well, we can sort of copy, right, the one below, which I think we can just modify a bit.
No, so let's just make this function in the utilities file. I already copied there. Here.
I did. Let me follow you. Something tells me that this file will be bloated in the future. Uh,
I guess that makes sense.
sure, file. And then we say, oh wait, a file. We do have a path. Is wait a second. Is absolute. I mean, if we do a MK, no, that's not it. Never mind. What does this file function does? Does
Is
it
there a
tell it?
function called file?
See deer. That's beautiful. What does deer does?
C
Return the
file.
directory and file parts of the path. Okay, that's not what we need. I mean, that's just lazy. I'm sorry. Is in, is out, pull in, pull out. That's not it. There is a kind. Oh, there we go. So there's probably some garbage that uses this.
Kind. We saw that in the source code. One moment.
Yeah, like there is anything. There is like file, there is everything here. Oh, no, that's not it.
Okay, I found it. So there is some values under that
Well, it's not
structure.
helpful because we need to read the thing somehow, right? How? I don't know.
Just do it. Just open. I know how. Just do the thing that we did before. You do bin.io
What?
open in
Oh
like
man,
that.
no.
Yeah, that's all you wanted. This is gonna explode apparently
Yeah,
if
it
you
does,
compile
but
successfully.
I was expecting to have something. Oh man. Okay, let's
You
just do
don't
it
have
then.
Google and you don't have documentation. Do you want to
We
read
should,
all
man.
the
Here's a
files?
good contribution. We could probably do a Hugo for SML.
Yeah, definitely.
We could do it in what?
Probably in SML because we have the compiler, probably access to the parser
I'm
as well.
sorry, I don't want to do this in SML.
But we need the parser.
You need a what?
We need the parser, and they have it.
Why do you need the parser? You just need
Because
the
that's the only
signature.
way. That's the only way that you can get the signatures
Man,
of the
it's just a
modules.
grep. It's just fancy regex, man.
Remus,
Wait.
you were assuming that the SML implementations all actually expose the compiler as part of their
Yeah,
built-ins.
that's also true, which I don't think is
No, but they
specified
are.
in the
We saw
standard.
they are exposing compiler stuff. Why they wouldn't be exposing parser
Poly
stuff?
is exposing compiler stuff. Other implementations may not.
No, but we're
Yeah.
gonna make a Hugo for Poly. That's what we are using.
Oh,
But
but
then that's not a Hugo for SML, that's a Hugo for Poly.
yes,
Well,
which
but
I'm fine. Like,
yeah,
I'm
but
totally pro of picking a compiler and just improving
yeah,
it.
but let's.
But
Magetta said something interesting. You don't need a parser. You just need a fancy regex.
man, like
Which is
all
a
the
parser,
things
by
are
the
like,
way.
yeah, which is a parser, but it could be an awk. Like, you just check structure and then the name, and that's it. And then the things inside of it, which are always named in the signature. Like, that's easy.
I guess. I guess.
Just
Probably
use
Yeah, I
even
guess
an
you
LPEG.
AI
could.
crap can do it.
I guess you could do that. I
Uh,
don't know how easy it would be to manipulate that nonsense, but yeah.
Dude, why
so
don't we
this
write this in Lua? Then we can use LPEG.
that could be an option.
No, if you're just using regex, you can use
Oh,
whatever.
I would totally love to write that in that Lisp Lua thingy.
Got
Oh,
it?
ls stat, isn't this?
File sys. What the heck is that? Where does that live?
We were looking at the OS file
No,
sys,
we're.
but there is this other.
Yeah, but this lives somewhere else. There's no file sys.sml.
It's a stat. Can you see what's a stat?
Wait a moment. I need to be logged in. One moment.
Hmm.
GitHub. Actually, I'm gonna copy this link here. Put it in the other browser.
They did a POSIX compliant garbage.
Okay,
Just
so you want a stat? Stat.
uh,
There is a statistic. No, this is.
could it be that it's just an alias to the OS? But there's more stuff here, so I don't think so.
It should be. Oh, here. Here. There's an example. Unix.sml. Okay, there is a file. We are saved,
Oh,
boys.
it's precisely what we want. Raises an error if the file doesn't exist. So that's it.
We are saved, boys.
So what does it do? Wait, raises his error if the file doesn't exist on the stat. Only that. I'm using ls stat, so let's just change it. So what? Oh right, this is not a bool. So I suppose we can do this because we do not care for the result. So it's gonna be this. Uh, we don't want to create it because the thing already does it. So if the file doesn't exist, wait, what's the problem here? Uh, what? Oh, okay, it's just delayed. So if the file already exists, that's fine. If it doesn't, create. We don't need this, I suppose. But
Wait. We don't need what? Sorry.
wait, why do we need this? This is the storage file, right?
Yeah, we're gonna check the storage file. We need to
When we
append the file
open the
name, by the way.
pointer, when we open the pointer to write, it already creates the file, doesn't it?
Oh, well, yes, but
Oh,
we use
so then we
set.
don't need this.
Wait. When we open the file.
Yeah, like when we do this open here, opening, it already creates the file on the position we want with the file name. So we don't need to create it. Try make sure it exists. That's what I mean.
Oh, I see. So that in that case, we always do this then. We always do this.
Yeah, just open.
hmm So there's a parenthesis here. You do that, not that. You do that.
Uh,
Then you
well, that's a
do.
string, right? So you probably need to assign it here as well, like string. with this year, right? Was it like this? I don't recall. It
It is
was.
up here. Okay.
And then we pass closing is
Oh, you need
closing
to
you
pass
just
the
pass the
string.
string.
Yeah, you pass the string.
So
I'm stupid. Then we need to do the lookup file, and I was about to do this to do this check in here
how do
to
we
make
do
a
this with
function.
our big A hash table again?
Well, it depends on what the hash table is. The files table,
And by the way, there's a typo here.
there's a type. Well, we need to check how to do the hash array because we are doing a hash table via an array of a list, right? So to do a lookup is going to be painfully slow and costly.
What's this descriptor?
It is the descriptor that we have up there in the file. Go to the beginning of this file.
Oh, I see. Let's delete that thing for now
Well, but it's already working, man. Why do you want to delete it?
because I don't see the need of that.
No, a lot of code will break. So okay.
That's fine. Well, I don't see any code breaking, to be
No, no,
honest.
no, no. Here. Scroll down a little bit. Where is it? We are using the descriptor somewhere.
I
Descriptor.
don't remember using the descriptor anywhere.
Oh, we commented that out. Okay, I see. Oh, so then we can remove it. What would be the descriptor though?
Oh, because I just don't see it. Let's simplify the most we can, right? I don't see the point of that.
No, no, we
So I
need to
think this
return.
should be.
No, no, this is wrong. We need to return the new file
Oh,
table.
right. Yeah. Okay, that's why you put that. Because he was returning the descriptor, I see.
It was returning a tuple of the descriptor and the files table.
Right.
So,
So what we do here is probably val,
uh,
and then we don't check. Uh, oh wait, this was the check on the table, right?
yes,
So let's do this here. So how do we do again a lookup on this hash array garbage?
we're gonna have to do basically double fold, I believe.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Yeah,
Man,
man.
if that's the case, I would propose just rewriting this in Lua right now. No, man, no.
Why Lua?
I don't know,
Kind
man.
of random.
Anything. Cobol. I would do this in Cobol.
Man,
No joking.
look, we have an array, so we have to do a fold on that. And then we have a list. Each value of the array is a list.
Man, what's the point of having a hash table if you can't find? That's just ignorance. Like, no,
Oh no,
there's
wait, wait,
no.
wait. This is a module. We can check in the
Yeah,
XML.
that's what I'm saying. Like, man, there's no way they didn't do this.
Okay, so are you prepared if I tell you bad news?
I am actually opening Rosetta code right now.
uh,
What language do you feel like doing, Marinho?
honestly, you should do in a French.
Uh,
Apart from Rust, please. I'm tired of hearing. Just rewrite this in Rust. Just write this in Rust. I'm tired.
Update.
yeah, I don't really know Rust. Yeah, actually, I would suggest, like, unironically, Lua or Janet because they have nice. Oh, actually, no, we're not actually parsing things at
Oh,
this
they do.
moment,
They do
are
have
we?
a find. They do have a find.
The
Okay.
No,
find is
not
the
a find.
value.
They have fine parsing libraries.
There,
Lua
yeah,
has
that's a
LPEG.
value inside of the thing.
No, no.
Like they
There's
are
no.
defining their find on the delete. You see, it's a local thing.
Oh, that's true. They are defining the find and delete. But that means that we are fucked because look at the signature. We only have hash, update, sub, and delete. Sub is for substitution, I believe, right? No, no, no.
No,
Substitution.
sub is subscript.
Yeah,
What is
it's
this
like
doing?
to assign, associate,
Oh,
basically.
this is to
No,
insert.
it's subscript. It's subscript. It means, okay, I have a hash of A's, I have a string. Give me optionally an A because there may not be an A in the hash table. But if there is and it's associated with the string, then return it.
That's it,
So
right?
that's what you want. Yes.
Yeah, but there is a second problem, which is that We're gonna have to do a fold anyway because there's a list, right? There's no way around that.
Man,
There's a
I'm
list.
tempted to rewrite this enclosure.
Are you really willing to handle the JVM? Like,
Man, like here's the
You could
like
use
I like
Cherry. It's
SML, but man, what a pain in the ass, man.
wait, let's check if there's a list to look up.
Like here's the problem with SML. Like we are kind of monkeys, right? I get this. There is probably a find right on lists.
Concat,
If there,
man,
yeah, there
fine.
is.
There is a fine. Okay, so
Yeah,
there it
it's
is. It's solved. No more
yeah,
complaining.
but
No more
let me
dropping
just
SML.
complain. Okay, try doing it, but let me just rant for a second. I think it's a language that has beautiful abstractions, but the implementations just ended up being unfriendly. Like it seems like this, all of this is stuck in the '90s, and I'm not saying this is a bad thing. There's lots, most of the things from past 2000s are just garbage. But the my problem with it is that when you sacrifice programming ergonomics because you because of like something in favor of something legacy, I can't see that as a very good trade-off. Like what they are doing here is not. It's like here's the thing. One thing is to sacrifice something in favor of correctness. If that's the goal, which I think it is on SML, for man, it's the language where you need to submit a paper to alter the standard. I can totally subscribe to that idea. The problem I have with this is that this process is, I don't know why. Maybe it's too much bureaucratic. Maybe it's too much hassle. People don't want to do it that way. But I all I can say is that this process basically, I can't blame the process. I don't know if it is, but very likely this process, or I don't know, the people just leaving the community left the thing to rot. You see, and then it's now in this state where there's just a handful people using, and some students in Carnegie Mellon using this thing, and we clowns trying to do a distributed file system on it for some reason. And Isabel, because I don't know why it uses this as well. So
No,
I don't
I can tell
know,
you the
man.
reason. It's because we want to learn it. That's the reason.
I can, yeah, I can understand, but here's my point. I hate getting stuck because of this stupidity.
No,
Like
but
this is not
that's
something
fair.
that I'm stuck because of the abstractions, or I'm trying to learn how they work. It's more about how do I cope with the shitty system that it has. You see,
That's
this is the
fair.
kind of stuff that mortifies me on anything, any project, basically.
Magenta, I need help. I don't remember how to do anonymous lambda, man.
It's just a fan.
Okay.
It's like this. What is
Fn,
that?
and then I do.
Fn, and then you do the blah blah blah, and then you do this, and then the
Okay.
blah blah blah.
Okay, so this is V, and V equals. Wait. Our file system. You 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 give me a file name, and I'm gonna give you a list of hashes, right?
Yeah.
And what do we want? Which hash do we want?
So we need to look in again in the hashes of this list because
Sure,
it's a list of hashes,
sure.
right? We need to look at it again to see if the hash. Actually, no. We just want to see if something exists.
Okay.
That's it.
So that in that case, this is enough. This
Yeah.
hash value here. Um, so what this returns? I have no idea. Oh, this returns the value of the thing. In fact,
Optionally, yes.
option. Are you sure? Oh yes, optionally.
I
Because
think this is just more ergonomic than Atari assembly.
Oh man,
Ah man,
Magenta.
I'm really pissed. I'm sorry.
I understand. Yeah, it's
I
an option.
I get even more peace because I like the language. It doesn't, for example, one thing that I love on it doesn't mistake files with modules. They are not the same thing.
They are not the same thing. That's fair.
Even OCaml does it. Like an OCaml file, you open it as a module. I mean, you do have some superpowers, like modularly speaking, but that's still not the same thing. Those are two different layers of abstraction. Haskell, for example, it treats the file as a module, but at least now they have signatures of the file. It's
Yeah, at
still
least that.
better, right, than like C or most average languages like Java, whatever.
Yeah. So
I like
we
the
go on,
I
Maria.
like the way Zig does it actually. In Zig, a file is a struct, but you
Uh-huh.
can have nested structs within structs, so that's fine.
That's the structures within structs.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can say that A is a struct type and it has
You
these
act like
members, right?
namespaces right inside.
Yeah.
So this is this.
Uh-huh.
Um, so now my question is, if we don't find anything in the hash, what do we do?
It's breaking here, by the way.
I have no idea why yet.
Can you save the file?
Yeah.
On the right. Okay, it was just saving.
If we don't
What was
find
it, sir?
anything, what do we do?
So if you don't find, we need to instantiate a new hash, one of these, which
Mm-hmm.
is gonna be the empty one, right? So let me pick the empty one. I think I even hard coded because that's what I do.
And what if
This
we
is
do
funny.
have it?
So semantically, we're basically saying all files already exist. It's just that they are all empty.
Yeah,
And what if they do exist though?
yeah, and we do nothing. That's already there. This is just to allocate our internal structure. If it already exists, we don't do anything.
Okay, so this is unit then.
Yeah. So none. We need to create. How do we insert something on this hash table? It's hash array.
I think it's
Ooh, again.
update. I think.
Update. Are you sure?
Yeah, you pass the hash, you pass the string, you pass the value, it does unit.
So the hash.
I'm assuming
Oh, it's a mutable hash array.
it is a mutable hash array.
So we are mutating the. Oh well, we are mutating a copy either way. We
So
need to
you
return
pass
it.
a triplet in which.
Here's the thing. We need to return it. So
Oh, that's correct. That's correct. Actually, correct.
Yeah,
So
this is
you do a hash. Okay, but then you need a tuple here again. You need the parentheses. Sorry, not tuple, because then you're gonna do the files again here. Um,
why
so you
did we
need.
do this again? We don't need to do this.
No, we do that to make sure that the that.
Yeah, but when we write, it will do that anyway. So we don't need it here.
Okay. So the members of the triplet, we need the hash. So we need the files. We need the key, which I'm assuming is this,
Yeah, this is the key.
and we need an empty list, which I don't know how to do. So feel free.
Uh, well, technically, we're gonna have one hash inside of it.
So
No, no, no. Sorry. The files. This is the name of the file. So the file
no,
name.
okay.
Oh, uh, yeah. So this
And then
and
you
then
make
this
a
guy.
list with that content inside.
Uh, as a string, right? Like that. Kind of disgusting, to be honest. But
Kind of
what's the
disgusting.
complaining? Complaining
Uh,
about a trailing comma here. Oh no, I fixed. Okay.
yeah. Is that it?
Yeah, I compiled. Now, uh,
Now we can go back to the f read.
wait. Why is this complaining? Oh, you didn't put an end to the
Yeah.
letting. Now we can go back to this monstrosity, and then here we're gonna invoke first the open outside, pick the hash table, and send here with the files and
Actually,
location.
touching the F right, not the F read.
Yeah, F right. And then hash to replace, we see if it's empty. If it is empty, uh, we are going to, I'll speak like a Slavoj Žižek. Probably butchered his name, but
Yeah. Well,
hmm,
then what I was doing, I was picking the hashed content out of the function
yeah,
hash content passing the content.
right. And then I see. So the steps were, I think they're up here, right? Yeah.
Yeah, they are up here.
Just give me a sec. Just give me a sec. Bienvenue. Where is it? There we go. So we pick this, and if the hash is empty, then that means that we can append to the end of the thing and the end of this list here safely. This hash. So that's the first step. Uh, I think it would be better if we did a function for this, and then we later just called a series of functions, right? Because the nesting would be kind of disgusting. So
Sure.
let
Oh, so you already did the let. Okay, let fun.
so the let so this function will be uh empty. How can I call it? Uh append append only. It's just, well, we can think of better names, but essentially we're gonna receive uh the hashed content. So the hash for the content, we're gonna receive the uh well, we already have the other stuff on scope, so I think that's it. And then what we do is that we need to copy uh the okay. So we don't need to copy, no, never mind. So I'm just dumb. We need to do an update. Okay, here's the nightmare. Okay, we're gonna need to pick
That
the
sequence of signs that was.
val. We need to pick this position here just to update it. You see?
Yeah,
So we need to pick. How do I read again? It was with the sub garbaggio, right?
yeah.
Current hash uh,
But the
of
reaction, man.
file.
I'm doing this in Lua if they don't have lookups on hash tables.
In. I'm not joking. So what do I pass here? The files,
The hash and then the key.
the hash, and the key. So I need to pass it the file. Wait, the hash for this case is just the file name, right?
Yeah,
The
usually.
file name and the wait, the files. The what if I want to retrieve? I want to retrieve the info.
You are
Yeah,
retrieving.
you need the
So
hash
just
and
this two,
the key.
Yeah.
and then this should give me an optional, right?
Yes, it does.
Perfect. So uh, current hash of file. So
Do
we
you
pick
want to
that
receive
too.
that as an argument?
Yeah, because we're gonna need to unpack that too, right? So
Okay.
well, it's in the scope, so who cares? So we're gonna need to do this if I can do a space correctly. Case of some uh shadow, cause I'm evil. Uh
And you know what? Zeke doesn't allow you to do shadowing.
oh, I blame Zeke then. They're losing a great time debugging. Uh, so once we have that, we can simply update this thing. Oh boy. We just, well, it's just append. So list
They have a pen on list, I think.
actually, actually, oh, uh, Yeah. Oh, they have a rev append. I didn't know about this. Well, but for each single convenient thing, they have three other inconveniences. It's quite extraordinary.
Question. SML
Hmm.
lists are linked lists, right?
I think so. Yeah.
And we're basically storing the historical versions of the file, right? As the list of hashes.
Yeah.
We are replacing, right? For us to do the actual history, we should have two lists. Like a list of the current history is always the last, and then the previous ones before. You see?
Why? Wait, I'm confused. How is this list that we are manipulating right now not the doing historical stuff first?
Because we are gonna append things, and then at this moment we modified it. If we need to modify the hash, we are gonna override the position. Like
Oh, this is the mapping between the file name and the list of and the hashes that's
yes, uh huh. So this would be this year, right? So the oops hashed content, right? You're just adding to the end of it, and then you update the
can't we
same
do it?
position.
Can't we do it at the front?
Yeah, that's what Magetta was about to do. He was about to do a
We
reverse
can
append.
we can do a refund. Yes,
Yeah, because sure
I
the
don't
list will
think
be
it would matter
backwards,
much.
but the one that were the site that we're actually updating a lot will be closer to the beginning, which is more efficient for a linked list. So
It will still be garbage, but in unsorted form.
yeah, no, if we actually wanted to do this the right way, we would use a decent data structure instead of a linked list.
Yes, that's
that
probably a good call.
that comment. I'm sorry, Marinho. Is still gonna be garbage?
I'm be honest, at least that. So this thing mutates, right? This
Yeah, this mutates.
perfect. All I needed. Um, none. So if there is nothing, nada. Then
Huge.
so that means that we couldn't find this thing, right? Uh, this should be an error, right?
Wait a moment. Wait a moment. I'm trying to understand what we're doing here. We are making a function called append only.
Yeah.
If the current table has something according to that virtual file name,
Mhm.
we will just append stuff in the beginning.
Mhm.
And if it has nothing, we need to do what?
If there's nothing, it's a failure because this this file doesn't exist because the hash table
Yeah, that makes
yielded
sense.
nothing.
Yeah, but
Right?
that should never happen because F open.
Yeah, but we should do an assure before and then fix these cases, right? This is like breaking the geometry, the algebra of the thing, algebra,
I
By the
see.
way, Zig has an unreachable keyword.
Yeah, we also
unreachable.
use that. It's cool.
It's quite useful, I assume.
Yeah, it is.
What's the complaint here?
We didn't
Case
save.
with only one. What? Okay, he fixed. It just takes some time on the LSP. And the LSP is written in Rust, by the way, not SML.
No, really.
Yeah. Uh,
So now we're gonna use the function, right?
so let me see if we need anything else. Oh, we need to also do the case where we actually are updating the append in place. Well, it's kind of a misnomer, right? But we are appending the thing in the end, but putting in the case where it's in the in place. So we pick the hashed content, we do the same garbaggio, which perhaps we should do it outside, like here. And then this will be a little bit more. Oh, this will be easy actually in SML. It's just that I was doing with linked pointers in C. So it will be current Uh, so append in place. So this function takes another thing, which is the hash to replace. And
Oh,
then we're gonna find on this guy.
this is already in
Uh,
scope, Magetta.
another. Oh yes, it is already. Never mind.
You're gonna have to
So
do
we're gonna
another
do
pattern
another
matching though.
let. Actually, no, we can put it here. So we can handle it as a tuple.
No, you can do this trick in SML too. This is very useful, by the way.
Yeah. Uh, to be fair, we should be using more the top level pattern matching because it would clear out the branches and we wouldn't have to nest these
Well, the
structures
top
this
level
much.
pattern matching is here.
Yeah, but I meant here, right? Like fun and then f right and then all of these blah 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 and then hash to replace is like sum. You see, and then you get the data instead of having this optional thingy.
Oh.
Then you don't need this, you see. But then you need to clone the code and just you see arrange the
Yeah, I
pieces.
see, I see, I see.
But I think he gets more organized. That's one thing I like on Haskell that is not an F sharp.
Cool. So what we're gonna do then? Do you want just to copy paste the pattern matching then?
So I will just put the hash to replace here.
Okay.
And then if we do have both, then we need this. I forgot its caps. I want to vomit. Look at this.
Yeah, the caps is something. Okay, so if you
So
have
if we do have
none
it,
and you have some
oh, if we have whatever, right, we're gonna fall well
unreachable,
because both needs to be some. Right.
well,
But perhaps to do better error messages, we should discriminate when you didn't set this, but you well, if you didn't
it
set
shouldn't
this,
be
you shouldn't
possible
even
to
be.
this to call this function if you didn't set it.
If this is not set, I agree. Yeah,
So it's kind of
yeah. Only this case right dictates it. Yeah, never mind.
okay, okay,
So
okay. Let's actually not do that then. I think it's worse. Let's actually just
what?
receive. Yeah, let's receive the hash value to replace, and this will be actually
Well,
a
it's not the
hash document.
value, right? It's still a hash.
No, it is a value because
It's not a
we're not
value,
gonna be an option anymore. We're gonna call this in this pattern matching here.
but this is still a hash. The value is a hash.
Oh no, yeah, I don't know the naming. I don't know the naming.
But whatever, we can shadow. That's not a problem.
Ah, I hate it.
I know. That's why I did it.
I just oh man. Okay.
Live your life happy, Lemus. So list. Let's see if we have a convenient function to uh, update a positional thing. Probably not, but let me just see. We don't.
Really? Oh,
Yeah,
there
we
is.
don't. Which one?
Nth.
Oh, env gets me
That's
the
your
thing,
Oh,
but I
read.
need to
What?
this is a
drop it.
retrieve. You want to drop.
Yeah, I want to drop it. Man, are you serious that I'll have to do it like C? Like copy part of it and then change and then continue copying the rest? That'll
Wait,
be.
can't we just do this with takes and
We can
drops, this
map.
operation?
Can we map? Oh, we can map.
Yeah, but we don't have
It's not
map
gonna be.
I. How we gonna know?
Oh, don't need to. You have the hash, which is the key.
Oh, we're gonna do an equals and then replace?
Yeah.
Oh
Equal.
fuck.
If equal, then change it. Let me
That's
just see the
terrible.
signature. Could be worse, Linus. Don't complain too
Yeah,
much.
I
It can
know.
always get worse. It can always get worse. It can always go downhill. Uh,
Uh,
so if so, if this thing is if the hash is equals to the hash to replace, thank you, guy with a motorcycle on my road. And does this thing take? Oh, it's carried. Okay, so we take the current hash, and I know I didn't finish the thing. Current hash of file. Current hashes of file, right? That's the correct thing. So if that's the case, we're just gonna replace with this guy, right? Else, you literally do nothing. You just beat the hash again.
Man, this is one of the most cursed use cases of a map.
It might be, but I don't see a.
No, there is another approach, which is I think maybe even more unreadable, which is you do a take of n minus
Oh
one,
no,
then you do a
yeah, I
drop.
consider that. Don't continue, please. Okay,
Yeah,
so
why not the zipper approach where you have a second helper list, you fill it with items from the other list but backwards
oh man, but
until you reach the hash
you
that you
even
want,
more
you replace
cursed.
it, and then you well no, it's a zipper. It's a very
No, it's very famous. This term that Marin was saying right now, zipper, but I don't know what they are yet.
Zipper. Never
Yeah,
heard of it.
yeah. People from compilers they talk about it.
So probably Ocamulers talk a lot about it, which makes me hate it.
actually actually Haskellers talk a lot about it.
Well, equally the sentiment
Nah,
goes,
that's
Marty.
not true. Okay,
Uh,
but we're good. We can go with this cursed map for now. It's okay.
okay, there are some bugs there, but we're gonna fix them. This comparison, I think, we need to implement equality for both types. So that's cringe, isn't it?
That's cringe. Why did
Yeah,
I go all
because
the way to
one is a
one?
string and the other is not. Right, that's the problem.
One is a string and the other one is
Yeah,
not.
this is a string, this here,
Yeah.
and the other is a hash, right? So it doesn't know if it can compare. So because
Oh,
the types are one is like word 8, something like that. I don't recall.
yeah.
Guys, I think I'm
No,
gonna
no,
have
no,
to
no,
leave a little bit
no,
earlier
no.
today.
No. Like this is correct, Lemus. Like the hash is correct. The
Okay.
thing is the
One
when
moment,
we
Mageto.
hash.
Marin, if you have to go, thank you for being here. And great
Okay.
weekend, man.
Yeah, thanks guys.
So
Talk to you
Maria,
later. Have a
nice to
nice
see you here.
weekend.
We
You too.
can't use vector here, Mageto, because we
Bye.
cannot use the cache content function.
Yes, I know, but the content is a word 8 vector already. The hash is not compatible with string. That's the problem.
No,
So
that
we
is
should
also a
just
problem, but I think the compiler is complaining here because, yeah, incompatible types because you are
yeah,
supposed
but
to.
in this case we just change the signature. That's what I say of the hashable. Man, we should just eliminate it altogether.
That's gonna be a pain to change later, man.
It will, but I'll do it
Ah,
anyway.
okay.
So hash to replace. Uh, okay, if we do have it, then okay, let's do the case where we don't, right? So we don't have it. Let me put it here.
Yeah, this is the code that we already have before.
Yeah, so it prints
It prints the
and then it
file name.
sets the data. And I renamed the thing. It should be data name. It should be correct there.
That's it.
So uh, if we have the if we don't have oh, by the way, it's none
Yeah,
like
that
this.
triggers me a lot.
Yeah, I get the feeling. It looks like an in1C, right? That's oh the same thing here.
And what is it complaining here? Undefined hash array. Oh, but this
Yeah,
is
man,
LSP
like these
being
hash array
bugged.
things are crazy on LSP. I don't know why. I'll probably should ask the LSP guy on Discord later. I think it's just a matter of binding the poly thing. Just give me a sec. Okay, so
Okay, what do we need to do in the case of the none? Let's go back to the algorithm.
so in the case of the none, we're gonna basically we don't need to replace anything, just append. So we're just gonna invoke this function here. So append only, passing the hashed content that we should have gotten. Uh, why are we doing this if this thing is already there? Like, we should just do this, right? I don't know why I did that. Yeah.
Okay.
And then in this case, we just invoke it, and it shouldn't return anything, does it? Well, if it does, I'm gonna type it to the unit, so it should break. But okay, uh, and that's it. We just write, but after we write, we need to make this function here return to us the offset that it written the thing to the file, because we need to allocate now. So update, so hash array dot update, and the same stuff like but on locations this time. So locations, and then with the hash. So the hash in question is it's the new instance that we are um, inserting, which is what is the name? It's the this guy hashed content, right? And the next thing is the it's a list, right? If I'm not mistaken, is it?
Which one? The
Uh,
locations.
like okay, it's the locations is why is it a list? Is it? No, right?
The locations is not a list. No, it is a list of locations. Yes, it is a list of locations.
I think here shouldn't be then because it's just gonna be hash to list, right? But I think we were thinking of something else. But on my design, I changed it, so that's why it's not a list because it's just gonna be hash that comes directly from the file to the list to the locations. You see?
Yes.
Well, we can cope with that, but let's just change the type here for now to be just the location. And then we're gonna instantiate one of these guys to be position, right? I'll put 0 and size 0. Well, the size we can get. It's the word 8 vector dot size length content. So once we have that, then it's gonna update this thing in place, and then after we have this done, remember that we need this position.
Yeah.
Do you wanna see how to do this, Nemus? Like, see how to get the offset out of a right. Like, what's the offset you are on a file when you open it and seek, right? I think we do have something like that.
Wait, you ask me again what you want so I can check. You
Oh,
want me?
actually, we are passing here. We're dumb, right?
Yeah, we are passing there.
So we should pass the end of the file. So we should.
No,
Oh,
the size of it.
I think we should put make this number here optional on our function.
I can do that. If it's
Yeah, I'll
none,
pass none.
What do you want me to do?
So this case it should be optional because we wanna add to the end of the file, right? Not in a position. So if it is none, we should be able to uh, seek the end of the file and then just and save the offset that we are currently at, and then you write, and then you give me back the offset you wrote to.
No, no, no. Wait. I lost the beginning. If I give you, I don't give the position. You want me to do what?
So sorry, you didn't give me the position,
Yeah.
right? So
Yeah.
I want you to write to the end of the file. I want you to append. But I don't
Mm,
know where is the end of the file because I need to know the offset of the point of
yes.
the
Yes.
cursor, right?
Yes.
So you should seek the file to the end of it, give me the pointer, like save the pointer in a variable, whatever, write your stuff, flush, close the file, do whatever, and return me the offset.
And the return type needs to be the same. So I'm gonna return you the offset all the time.
You're going to return the offset all the time. And in the case where you do have it, you're going to return the offset anyway.
Okay.
I think it's just a matter of altering the seek function, right, that we wrote. So it shouldn't be
Mm,
that
so this
impossible, I
is
think.
No, it's not. It's not. It's not impossible. Definitely possible.
Well,
Case.
who knows, right?
No,
Who
it is
knows?
possible. I'm telling.
I don't know, man.
None.
Not sure about that.
So if you want, if you don't pass me anything, I'm gonna give you the file size, and if you do have it, I'm gonna pass you that, and then I'm gonna give you the offset here, and I'm gonna return you the offset. Can you go up here and see?
Let me see. I'm looking at your screen right now. So, so the file size should be the end. I hope. Well, we probably. I hope we don't have to adjust, right? With like +1 or -1
That would be
with
bad.
the end of file. But I think that's it.
Cool. That was easy.
Okay, but then you need to pass the offset to the
Sync.
seek, right? Yeah, okay, you do, and then you return. Okay, that should be it.
Cool. That was very fine. So are we gonna? Oh, we're not gonna send it. None. Cool. Okay,
Yeah,
but then we
but
need a
we
let.
need, yeah, then we need a let. So
No, no, no,
val
but it matters because everything is mutable. The append only or the data.set, it will change depending on the order.
indeed. So well, we just do here then.
Jesus. Okay.
Imagine running a formatter on this code.
Imagine.
Uh,
And this is wrong now because now we need to change this to position. Cool.
okay, so with this guy, then what do? We append in the end, but change the thing in place. So we pass the thing to change that we unpacked, and then we update. But in our design, we're not gonna support temporal stuff, so we're just gonna copy this disaster, register the new thing, and get away with the old stuff.
Mhm.
And why is it complaining? Okay, it went away. It's still complaining about this though. This year.
None. What is it complaining about?
Oh, did you change the signature?
I changed.
Oh, the
Oh, the not the
wait.
signature. Sorry, not the signature. I didn't change the signature. Forgot. We need an option here.
Uh,
Now
and
it's
then
correct.
okay, update position set. Okay, in this case, well, in our case, we're just gonna always add to the end, so it's kind of bogus, right, to have this option to begin with. But if we at some point we do, then we can use it. Uh, Same thing, right, and
Yeah, these
replace.
two functions are really triggering me.
Well, it could be worse, man. Don't.
I'm not denying that part.
You're not denying that.
But I
And
don't know
then
how to
again,
make
we're
them
gonna.
like reusable, like together, because this needs to receive this nonsense here.
What do you mean nonsense? It's so
Well, it
cute.
doesn't need to receive the nonsense, Zach. No, it does, because we are shadowing
Yeah,
this
on
this
this one
other
you do.
nonsense
Yeah.
here.
So let's solve first. Man, okay. Let's solve first this hashable garbage. So this hashable structure, I'll define it up there so we can deal with it. So it's gonna be a word 8 vector. That's it.
Where are you?
And up here. So
There. Okay.
content is gonna be string. Chunk size, we're gonna deal with this later, not now. Uh, this now, we don't need to hash anything, but we need to comply with something like SHA. So oh, this was only for the other function, right? For the hash table encoder. So I
Exactly.
will just comment this out until we know what to do with that.
Sure.
Uh, and to convert a thing, it's easy because it's just by a string to bytes, and then it gives exactly what we want. So that and what?
This is you need to
Oh,
put an argument, man. This
no.
is not. Oh yeah, or change to that.
And then to do hashes, the hash is a vector. So we're gonna do word8 vector. What are the options we have? We can probably append or concat them. We do have concat, so let's use that. And voila. Okay,
Cool.
so now let me comment this out, and the rest should work.
Now the rest definitely should, but I have no
So
idea if they
now
will.
this content. Oh, right. Our content here, it's bytes, but I'll handle it as a strings for now. Who cares? We don't need to serialize this early.
Yeah, that's the problem. This should not actually be a defined type. It should be a content hash dot content.
Indeed, yeah, that's true. Okay,
Oh, so
even
satisfying
60.
to see the arrow disappears in this language, man. Because everything is
Well,
wrong. So when something vanishes, it's so satisfying.
what is the problem here? Equality, not an equality type because it contains no equality type operators. Hash. Expected blah blah blah, but found hash hash. So this shit doesn't have equality applied to it, but I thought it would because
That's
it's
kind
a
of weird.
word 8. No, we need to define equality, man. Ugh.
Really?
Yeah, because we're comparing bytes, right? So how do you do that?
By comparing byte by byte.
Yeah, I know, but well, it's not. So we're gonna do. I think that was like this, and I'm not sure. Check how to implement equality for type module SML. Yeah.
No, people, that's not what I want. Look at this comment, man.
Let me see.
There is a guy wanting to force equality for real numbers in the real module in SML.
Oh man,
Then there's this, and
that's not
then
that's not
there's
defined by
this.
standard. Oh yeah, but that's they define it by. Thanks for the relevant answer. Yeah, but here's the thing. Like in this case, for reals, that's correct. Like they didn't do it for a reason, right?
No, I know there is a reason. Rust doesn't allow you to do the same with floats, but you can force it in there.
Yeah. Here it's dictatorship land. Oh man, this is a Melton. They do like code generation, so it's
Yeah,
not
but how
really.
do I search?
I
Man, I
wonder if we
really
should
wonder
use.
the SML when searching things in SML. I really wonder what ChatGPT would give me, man,
Nothing.
because it's so
I
freaking
mean, it
hard.
does give you garbage, but it does give you something.
Yeah, but in that case, maybe the garbage is useful. I can't find it.
I remember reading about it on that book on the green one, but I don't remember. Let's see, define equality.
Okay, so there's a bunch of stuff.
I know it defines the compare, and then you have the less, equal, and greater. But in our case, we can't define the other two, right? So it's just one of them.
Yeah,
Uh,
but how to implement equal for custom type? Aha! No, I don't want to.
Actually,
I don't want to. I want to overload the equals, people.
yeah, there is a way. By the way, you can overload actually the. Oh, look at this. The reason for this is the design of the IEEE 754, the standard that defines the floating point numbers. It defines equality in a rather strange way. N is not equal to itself, and 0.0 is equals to approximately 0.0, even though 1 over 0.0 is not equals to 1 over approximately 0.0, which is correct, right, given limits. Uh, the language designers decided that they didn't want equal to differ from the semantics specified by the IEEE 754, but they didn't want the semantics of equal to be different than for real, rather than all types in the language. Instead, they completely eliminated equal for real and made the IEEE 754 definition semantics available as real dot equal equal. So you can write real dot equal
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 equal.
for true, yeah, for true floating point
Yeah, yeah,
thingies.
that's what the Stack Overflow post said.
Uh,
Man, let's just
man,
define
I
an equal like written, and then later you grab the book and we discover how to
yeah, I need to read where, but let's just put equal.
equal. Yeah.
I remember I did it, man. I don't remember
Maybe
how.
Perplex has it. Can you check?
I don't think so, but I can check. Well, let's just do this, man. Let's just put it here. So word date. How are we gonna compare to byte arrays though?
Well, it should just be a fold.
Uh,
What you were expecting from me?
expecting
Uh,
magic and unicorns. That's what I'm
it
expecting.
should be a fold. Where is the word 8 vector module? Do you know? Oh, I
Uh,
know. I think it's
it's
in
an
word 8
extension out
array.
of the vector with the word.
Oh,
It's
you
a
think it's a
composition
vector?
of both.
Okay.
It inherits from both modules, that is to say.
Vector slice.
By the way, if you open a module on another one, you are like inheriting the module.
No, that makes sense. We did this already once, I think.
Yeah, I think we did, yeah. I
Word
think I
8.
did on the REPL as well.
No, it's not inside the vector. I think it's inside the word 8 array.
Oh, we did on the
Yeah, it's
on
here.
here. Wait, didn't we do here? Oh no, that's a hash array fold. So what's the word 8 vector fold?
I'm finding it.
Oh, it does have a fold. There we go. So fold, there we go. So both should have the same size, right? If they don't,
Yeah,
can you add an if to check first?
yeah.
See,
If
what is the signature of this garbage?
yeah, you're gonna do that then.
It picks the word and an
Arrays
A, which is the
fail.
accumulator.
Uh, word vectors x dot.
Oh, but wait a second.
I don't have ls
Oh man, we
variables.
can't fold it
Oh, here.
because uh, we need to
Because
kind of explode actually.
why?
Explode because it's true, right? So we're gonna need to fold in a list of the pairs of both.
Oh, so you zip them and then you fold.
Yeah. So, but we don't have a zip, so we need to convert them to a list.
Garbage. Not having a zip is garbage.
We need to convert them to a vector, probably. But well, we can't do that. Off. Yeah.
Okay, so the word 8 vector inherits from the mono vector,
Mono vector, which is the base structure, I think.
and mono vector It's here.
It doesn't have a zip as well.
I want to cry.
I think just the list. No, not even the list has a zip.
Man, what the fuck?
So, yeah, man. I told
Even
you
Python
from the
has
beginning.
zip, man.
Man, I know this is a language from 90 from like the standard has not been updated as far as I know since 97. Like, what did you expect? No one cares. No one does things on it.
Okay, so how do you plan to do it?
Uh, well, to continue with this, we need to. By the way, this is not how you do length.
I
Uh,
think it is.
as far as I know, you need to
You
call
press a
from the
vector.
module because there's no. Uh, here's the problem. There is no
Oh no, you're correct.
impositional
You're correct. I
thing,
am
right?
stupid. Yeah, that's how you do it.
So let's
There.
see how to cope with this.
We cannot zip.
Yeah, we need to make our own zip and make all
That's so
commands
hard to
proud.
do though. We can do it up here.
It is hard to do if you can't convert the word date vector to a list, and I don't know how.
Oh, you want to convert it to a list.
The only way I know is convert it back to a string and compare a string. That does the job.
Let's do that then, for now.
Oh, that's just bytes to string. I wanna cry.
There is a way that you go to from a list to a vector, but there's no the other way around. There is
What's the
no.
problem here? Oh, we don't need to compare anymore, right? In this case.
Um, I'm gonna check the list module. I don't think it's gonna have it, but let's see. Yep.
Oh, it's a
Nope.
fun. Do that.
Nope. Nope.
There we
Nope.
go.
Wait. Oh, there is a zip. There is a
Where?
zip.
Okay, but
It's
where?
it's inside. It's so stupid, but it's inside list pair.
Okay, but that doesn't help much because we need to convert the word date vector, which is a vector, to a list, and I don't know how.
You don't. Oh yeah. Oh, yeah, that's true. We need to discover that part. I was so excited. Ah, fuck. I want Hugo.
Man, we need to build a Hugo from scratch.
Like after Haskell, every single language that doesn't have statically typed language that doesn't have it in Racket, because Racket's documentation doesn't have an excuse to not have Hugo. It's
Uh,
such a shame. Such a fucking shame. Okay, I'm gonna search on online first. So word 8 vector to list SML. This is not what I asked, but okay. Yeah.
val equal content content equals bool. And what's the problem here? Oh, those are hashes. Oh, wait a second. Those are hashes. Hashes, they are strings, aren't they?
In your implementation of Hashable, yes.
Oh no, the hash is this. Oh, right. Crap. Yeah, okay, so that's right.
Yeah.
Now, why is this Garbaggio complaining? Word 8 vector and not. Okay. So we need to convert it here. Actually, I'll convert the content. So, uh, converted, serialized content. And then just hash dot.
Yeah. Doesn't seem to be able. We don't have a way to go from vector to lists, unfortunately. Ah.
We're kind of misusing it, to be honest, but I'll use this as serialize.
Wait, what are you doing? This is not equality though. Oh no, you're converted to strings. This is equality. That's
Is
okay.
use
What are we
should
misusing?
not be a hash, but a serialization. They just happen to be the same here.
What is the difference between a hashed content and a serialized content? Not in this case, generically speaking.
Say it again.
What is the difference between a serialized content and a hashed content in this case
The
here?
hash content is for the tree, so it's just producing a SHA.
Yes.
Uh, the serialization is converting the thing to bytes.
Okay.
So, but in our case, it's the same thing. So I'm just putting both. Just because I don't want to pass a serialization function, so we can have to deal with it. No,
Yeah, but you
he's
probably didn't
already.
want the content here.
Yeah, we will. Oh yeah, we do. But yeah, this is already pretty big A. If you ask me.
So it's complaining about this because, but this is very easy to fix.
Oh, because it is expecting a word 8 vector, not a hash. But they happen to be the same type, but it's dumb and it doesn't know
It's
how to
because when
infer.
no, it's because when it's a functor, it is inferring correctly. It is saying, my bro, you are
Well,
telling me this is a generic
it's
hash.
coming from a functor, but the implementation of this particular instance is the same. So it should get it by the instance, uh, not by the what it, like by the instance that you are using, and constrain on the functor, not on here, in my opinion.
Oh, so you're saying that it should error out or in here where I am.
Yeah, it should error on the module, right? On the instantiation, the definition on the module here.
Yeah. I don't know. I think I prefer this way though because I rather I'm doing generic programming
Yeah,
and I
that's
rather
just my
have
expectation, right? Because in F sharp it would error on the constraint, right? On the other way. But
yeah.
that's fine. I think that's okay. That's I'm not
Oh, it's
gonna.
not gonna compile though.
I know. I need to pass a serialization function, just as I said I wouldn't.
And that's okay. It's just the identity in our case. I'm gonna make it here.
No, it
Uh,
will actually be byte dot string to bytes.
wait. Say again. Bytes.
It will be byte string to bytes. That's the thing. So it will be hash dot content to word.
And it should return hash, right?
No, word 8 vector.
With age vector. It's just that in our case they are the same thing. What is wrong? Oh,
Okay.
this is not a val. This is a fun.
Man, I think that's it. I just don't think we can test, nor I want to. I'm burned with this.
Wait, there's incompatible types here.
Man, look at how much we wrote. Well, sure, we have some guarantees, right? Much better than C can give you. But look at how much we wrote for, compared to what I wrote in C.
No, but part of that is because of the tooling, and part of that is because pattern matching require more lines.
Yes, I know. I'm complaining exactly about that. The tooling is
Yeah, but
just
this is wrong. Can you go to line 47 here?
47
Yeah, it's complaining to me.
here. Sorry.
Expected string and found
It's
with
not hash,
int
it's
vector.
content.
Oh, it's content. That's the problem. Cool. Um,
Oh, okay, and then we don't need to pass you here. Is that what you want?
no, actually, one moment. I want to do this. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, this works. This
So
works.
then we need to add here val serialize.
Yeah, which
And
will
then you
pick a
pass
content and
content.
return word date, whatever.
Uh,
Yep, yep.
uh,
And
where
in
is it?
here, serialize.
But hash in the front.
Yeah.
There we
Yep.
go.
Uh, so I have a couple complaints. These two functions should not be two functions. They should be one that will do the both things. I don't know how we're gonna make that right now. And this is also kind of very similar.
Yeah, they are.
So part of the boilerplate, because you're complaining of how many lines, and I don't know if we
I
have.
know, I know it's garbage, but I'm thinking it's not that easy now to start changing stuff. I feel like it's very flaky, which is part of the problem, but the tooling also doesn't help anything.
No, the tooling doesn't help, but I think we are pretty good in the sense that this is a hashable thing. So if you want to change to a SHA-3 or whatever, it's just of a matter of changing the structure that we pass to the functor and everything is fine. Everything should be
I'll
fine.
serialize. What was the thing? Equal, right?
Yeah, equal.
Equal picks content or hashes? Hashes, right? So
Yeah.
hash.
Have a tuple?
It's a tuple to a bool,
Yeah.
and then we can pass it here.
It's very SML to have an equals that receives a tuple instead of a curried version.
Oh, and F sharp, it's also a tuple. No, yeah, it's also a tuple. Yeah, because I think they overload the .NET
Sure.
thingy.
Okay, so what is the
But
next step now?
so
Serializing the
oh,
tables?
let's just fix here. Wait, we didn't finish. Oh, by the way, this needs to be from utils. No, right? Utilities dot assure
I
directory
don't know where you are. Let me go.
down the file.
Okay, I see.
And this is not a let. This is just a this, and then indent, and then oh, this is a val.
There's
Wait,
something really wrong in there.
action. Oh, we didn't finish this. Is that it?
I think so. Yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah, we didn't. So now we need to pass on the. There is still something wrong though. This ends here, but there's no other let in between.
So probably that's wrong.
So this should be like this, and then it ends here. But why do we? Oh, I see. So why? No, I don't see.
I don't see. I was about to ask, what do you see, brother?
Oh, I think this command was part of this function action.
Oh,
Yeah. Now that explains. But why don't we have a let in here?
I have no idea.
I don't too.
No hiccups.
Oh man, if you have hiccups, buy a straw from Hickaway. I do propaganda for this doctor all my life. This guy owes my life.
Okay, now this is wrong.
Uh,
Incompatible types. Record type is missing. Oh, it's because fwrite doesn't work like that anymore.
yeah, we need to pass the thing, but I'm worried about this. What's complaining here? Incompatible value types. Two extra. What? Oh, I think we just need to complete. Let's see. So it's the what are we calling our stuff?
I think I'm
Uh,
following you. One moment.
oh, by the way, this is none. No.
Yeah.
Uh,
So we
so
need
files and locations.
yeah. Okay, so here I'm doing this quite often, even in like older languages, Haskell, C, whatever. I just copy the type and print it in here.
All right, thank you. So, okay, the hash. To
This is
replace.
this is
Okay, we
wrong.
forgot
This
about
one.
that. So for
No,
now,
this is not
we're
wrong.
not gonna replace anything. So let's press none. Uh,
And this should return us.
and this, well, let's leave it like this, but it should be on the storage, right? And not on here. Let's keep it. And content in. Wait, I don't
Okay.
follow. Incomplete types, content, and blah blah are different type constructors.
Why
Oh,
why
right.
is
Content is already serialized, I assume.
oh where how can
Uh,
we know that?
Where's the content coming from?
I
From
don't
this
see it.
pattern matching.
Oh, this pattern matching.
Hmm. So, okay, let's do some weird stuff and just do byte to
To
string.
string? Ah,
Yeah,
fuck.
it's redundant, I know, but
Did the error change? Incompatible
uh,
types. Content and string are different type constructors.
what do you mean?
Oh, I know what it means. I know. It's because this content is the content of the hashable.
Oh, right. Which is not the
So
string
we
necessarily.
yeah, but how do we fix that though?
We need to make this guy be the same as the hashable. That's what, man. That's why I'm saying
No,
this
but we are
garbage is.
receiving the hashable already in the bookkeeper. This should be easy.
Uh,
We just don't have a way to create a content because
the problem is it doesn't have casting.
it doesn't have casting.
So, although both are the same, I should be able to cast it, right? At least dynamically, but that's not a thing. You can't do anything here.
No, but I'm genuinely asking this question. How you're supposed to solve this problem? You're receiving some data, which is
You
an
propagate this data here to be the same data as the implementation of this functor.
the
So
same
both need to be a
implementation.
hash, a content. Sorry.
Yeah, but we can't because the write of the payload doesn't
So
know
you need
shit.
to go to the payload and make the payload implement the same thing. You see?
That's kind of annoying, man.
It is, but think of this. This is to enforce the constraint all the way up, right? You enforce it here, and you're using a generic module here. So you need to enforce the constraint here, and then up again.
Well, I guess you do not need to do that if the functor has a transformer function of sorts, like an
Yes,
adapter.
if it does, yeah, that's fine. But you will need to pass a generic type here, and then transform it inside this function.
Well, that's easy. Let's do what I said. To content, which is ID only. Actually, not ID only. It's what you want. Bytes from string, you said, right? To string. Bytes to string.
Just
Yeah.
reading a thing here real quick.
Yeah. So then we just copy this. Yeah, but this is. I see what is the problem. I definitely see what is the problem. Word 8 vector content. So the file system needs to receive one of those. This guy needs to receive one of those. And then this guy here fixed.
Uh, yeah, I should do it.
So, but that's actually, is that a lesson? Like when you have this type of problem, you have two options. You either bubble
Propagate
up,
it up or
propagate it up,
convert it.
or you need to introduce the adapters.
Yeah.
I see.
Uh, why is it complaining here though? Specification uses undeclared syntax not allowed here. Belay.
Where are you
Oh,
complaining?
uh, it's
Oh,
wait,
here.
what?
Oh no,
So
this is wrong. I copy
uh,
pasted wrong. It's done.
Oh, right. It's the definition, right? Makes sense.
Yeah,
And same here.
yeah.
Beautiful. Now we just have other thousand errors.
No, but most of these errors is because poly doesn't bind LSP nonsense.
Oh, it's not poly. It's the uh, melee, actually.
Yeah. Do you want to test?
I don't think we can. It's still breaking here.
Well, we have a just file,
Types record type had. Oh, right. We deleted two records out of this guy. So
and it doesn't build.
yeah, it doesn't.
Well, where are you?
Oh, I just changed two types there. Why is the breaking here? Wait a sec.
Man, it's breaking many places. Let's go from the beginning. Line 130 in bookkeeper. Here.
100 and what?
30. It's
3.
saying type it. No, 30.
30.
Yeah. So it's saying that the hash update function is wrong
This
because
is not a hash, right?
type erroring function application is expecting a
Hash and got a string.
uh, it's expecting this. Can you see my screen?
I'll look at it.
So function hash update. It is supposed to be doing this, and the
Uh-huh.
arguments are files, file name.
It's argument misalignment. Uh, so we got the hash table, we got the string, we got the hash. Oh, that the third is the problem. It's a string list, not a hash dot hash list. We need to cast it again.
But we should have already functions that do that type of stuff. Yeah, serialize. No?
No, that serialized does something else. We need to convert something to a hash, uh, not to a content.
Yeah, hash
So
content.
it's a. Oh, you did. No, wait. We need a two hash.
Oh, two hash. Sure. What should we do in
Because
the two hash?
oh, the same thing. It just picks the thing and that's it.
Just picks the things in what?
I mean, the content is already a string, right? So it's a just identity.
Identity.
But in this case, I think you need to constrain so it knows the type. Otherwise, it will be bananas.
Identity. Uh,
Oh,
yeah.
but no, that's not gonna work because you're gonna infer that both types are hashes. But
It's
uh,
not that. No, yeah, yeah. So V like
oh
this.
no, actually, sorry, the hash is a vector. Oh, so you need to convert the string to a word 8 vector. So it's again byte to string. No, a string to byte. Sorry.
String to byte. So it's hash content.
Yeah, it's hash content, but it's put in another function, right? Because it's not actually to be used in the same way.
Is this enough? No.
Yeah, I think.
No, now it's enough. Yeah, it is confused, so I'm gonna tell it. Oops.
No, it's actually getting a string to a hash.
Do you want a string to a hash?
Yeah, that's the point, right?
Okay. So it will infer correctly.
Yeah, that's right.
So then we go
All your joy vanished on this live stream.
hash. I had worse. So where do you want to do that? Oh, here. So hash to hash, right?
Uh-huh.
It's kind of getting weird because now you can pass a string to this, which is not necessarily content.
Yeah.
I think we should not have to hash. I think we should have hash content, man. It's getting overblown. So it's hash content.
Probably.
Let's see if that works. Do you work, friend? No. Oh, but I know why in that case. Because we need to convert this to content, right? Something like that. What are you complaining? Oh, it's because to content expects to receive a two vector, a word 8 vector. But this is not that. This is a string. So what is this again? This hash?
Uh, this is an empty hash, right? But yeah, that's a string that we want as a word 8 vector. Word 8 dot vector, which is the actual type. That's the module. What you type there.
Yeah. So I'm gonna get that. Oops. That there.
Lemos, you typed the module, not the type.
Yeah, I noticed that. One moment, please.
Okay, I thought you didn't hear.
Okay, what is the problem now? Oh, now it's the usual problem. Cool. Let's see your compiler. So let's see. Yeah, we fixed it. See? So 152. Now.
We just have another 1,000. Man, can
No,
we stop and continue this later? I'm tired already.
there you can. So I'm gonna finish the recording.